make sure you're live and hearing to give an update. All right, we are here.
Yeah, we have to hear you here.
There we go. See?
We have to help.
Okay, we are live. Perfect. All right,
Okay, guys, we're here in Spearfish, South Dakota.
bring us up to date. Michelle, speaker and storyteller, and we are here with Joe DeBone, our road captain, and he's gonna let us know where we've gone through already on our travels here. So,
Well, we've been 2.5 days on the road hauling the bikes on the trailers, which is kind of cheated a little bit, but we got 1,600 miles. That would have been pretty tough riding all the way coming across the interstates. A little more comfortable to travel with the trailers. We're in Spearfish. We're in Spearfish. Just getting up in the morning here, and we're going to head over to Yellowstone Park today. We're going to Wapiti. Staying in Wapiti for 6 nights. We're going to be able to ride Yellowstone for 5 days. It's going to be great. We're going to take in a lot of the local sites. We're going to, the usual touristy things, Mammoth Hot Springs, Old Faithful, the guys. We're also going to take some good rides on the Beartooth Highway and the Chief Joseph Highway, which appropriately was named after me because, I was a lieutenant, but it's named after me anyway. Then we're going to go down to Jackson Hole. We're going to go down to Tetons. It's going to be a great 5 days down there. And a friend of all of us, Frank Coach, who used to be living in Norwalk, is the owner and proprietor of the Cody Steakhouse. And he's got a boarding going to be staying like 20 minutes away, so we're going to pay him a visit. Say hello to Frank, see how he's doing out there. Can't wait for that. After the 5 days there, we're going to hook up, come back to Spearfish again, and we're going to do some riding around the Black Hills. We're going to take in Mount Rushmore. We're going to take in Crazy Horse, Needles Highway, Mount Nebo Road. There's so many good things to see here. We'll also take a ride to the Devil's Tower over Hewlett.
now how many times you've been here, Joe?
This is probably my, I think it's my seventh or 8th trip out to here on a bike trip. We cheated a little bit, like I say. We trailered them all the way, but it's a long poke. And fortunately, we were at the truck when it downpoured on us 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
So we would have got soaked, but
It's great.
all good. It's a good time. We got pretty short ride ahead of us there, maybe only 5.5, 6 hours
Yeah, get
to the
ourselves
park.
settled. Pick up some other people.
Yeah,
There's another rider that's coming with us.
Another rider that's going to meet us down in Cody's coming up from Wyoming. He's Tommy O'Brien's cousin.
So we'll be up here we'll be 5 of us.
Gary
We'll
McGrath.
be making our way around.
Yeah, it'll be 5 of us making our way. It's gonna be good. A good time.
And
ride.
so for the ride here, it was interesting for me. It's the first time. Some of us, it's the first time ever in this area. And it was interesting to go over the Mississippi River, which I never knew. We saw the locks there.
Yeah, we came across the Mississippi and also across the Missouri. The Missouri is halfway across the Dakotas.
And the terrain just totally changed.
Interestingly enough, I think this country should have been East and West America, because when you cross the Missouri River, the topography changes from like basically farms to ranches, from cows and black and white cows and milking and green to more cattle ranches. But it's an amazing country. People who spend a lot of time going to Europe and all these great places, and they talk about all the historical things, have never seen the West. They don't have an idea what they're missing. Michelle now realizes how beautiful it is out there. Some of it's very stark and very plain. I mean, you're coming across the high prairie on Interstate 90 at 85 miles an hour. But the road lays out in front of you for miles and miles and miles, just straight.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. People have been all over the world, but they've never been across this country. So
It's great to see the horses, the wild horses. And
yeah, we're having a good time. Excuse me 1 sec.
we're just having coffee.
Morning
Sorry.
coffee here
We're
this
still
morning.
having our coffee.
And I'm kind of slouching and ducking a bit because the sun's streaming through this window in my eyes, but it's all good.
Yeah. Different change too. It's funny, on my laptop it says 8 o'clock in the morning, but here it says on my phone it's 6. So
Yeah, we're
happy there.
Came through 2 time zones. One's in Indiana and one back about 150 miles in Murdo, South Dakota.
All right. So I'm also going to try and put up here. So we were in Alaska last year, and we stopped. Where was it? We stopped. I have a story at the end.
We stopped. We were going down the peninsula heading towards Seward, and there's a place called Irby Knives, IRBI. It's the Campbell family, and they make custom knives, working knives, and custom collectible knives. And when we went inside, I happened to look on the counter, and there's an old newspaper article and a photo. And I asked Michelle if she recognized the person in the photo. She said, no. Well, it was one of my best friends, Mark Pressler. A lot of years ago, probably back in the 70s, when he was 70s and 80s, probably maybe mid 80s, he was in the military in Alaska, and he also was a military game warden. And he got in a little conflict with a wounded buffalo.
So we're going to still tell that story. I'm going to so we stopped at his house on the way here, and we recorded his story in his own words.
Yeah, Mark's going to tell the story.
Yeah.
There was a hunter legally hunting this buffalo, and he wounded him and couldn't find him.
We don't want to give it away.
Oh, we won't give it away. And Mark will tell you the whole rest of the deal.
So, but another time we'll talk about Alaska and some of the adventures there.
Like I said, you can probably see the sun shining on my face.
Yeah.
Let me get in the back of Michelle's head and her hat.
All right. That's true.
All
All right. So what we'll do is I'm going to share, Joe's going to go start his breakfast, and I'm going to share the story. Maybe I'll just post that. I'll see if I can post it now. If not, I'll put it later. But in the meantime, I'll be showing, we'll be popping in and showing some of the adventures here and stories that we're coming across on YouTube, LinkedIn. So connect with those, hit favorite, like, and then also, so those live streams will be YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook.
Maybe,
And then,
excuse me, maybe we got another friend with us here. Maybe maybe
can
Kevin
meet
like to
Kevin.
say a few words.
Okay, and
Kevin,
then
take the hot seat here.
hold on.
Michelle will give you. Take the hot seat.
Oh, Joe is a retired firefighter and an outdoorsman all his life. And so he has so many adventures that he shares with us. Anything else you want to share? Oh, of course, a biker.
Yeah.
So he's been
And,
to all the bike rallies many, many times.
NRA member. Sorry if it offends anybody. It is what it is.
We all have to eat. Organic is good. All right. All right. So let's meet one of the other people in our group.
Also
Kevin.
a retired firefighter.
Yeah.
Also a good friend of mine for a lot of years. And one of my favorite writers. And he's maybe moving to Florida. I'm not going to write him,
Oh.
which I'm very upset about. Take a seat over here.
So the live streams will be on YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. So like and share and whatever that stuff is. And then also I'll be doing some live clips as we go for Instagram, because that's easy, quick, along the way. So here we have Kevin. Yeah, move up here, Kevin. There we go. Now we can see you. Hold on. There, picks you up. Morning.
How are you?
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody.
So tell us about how you're excited, why you're here, Kevin, on this trip with us.
Well, this has always been on my bucket list. So 68 years old, finally getting to do it with some good friends. It's beautiful. It's amazing. I'm going to come back with my wife maybe next year.
Yeah.
I have to do it in the car, not a motorcycle.
Anita, right?
Yeah, my
she
wife,
follows
Anita.
us along on Instagram all the
Yeah.
time.
So this is great.
So what is it you want to see while we're here?
Everything. Yellowstone. We went through Sturgis last night. I was surprised.
Yeah. It's like
so-
a ghost town, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like all the everyone's gone. It just
Yeah.
finished yesterday. So as I forgot to mention that.
Yeah.
What is it you saw? As we're driving towards Sturgis on Route, was it 90?
Yeah.
Everyone is doing the exodus.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody's leaving. We're coming.
Yeah.
But that's good because I don't like crowds.
I
you
know. We want the miles.
Yeah.
And then some people are still here at this hotel we stopped at here in Sturgis, and they're going to do what we're doing. They're going to go out towards Wyoming, Montana, and
Yeah.
tour around. So you got a lot of people after Sturgis. They do the local thing. So,
It's great.
all right, cool. So, hey,
All right.
Anita.
Yeah, hi, Anita. Good morning.
And-
Going to meet up with Gary today from Colorado. He's a surveyor. They do all the national parks, so he knows Yellowstone, all the ins and outs, and so does Joe.
Yeah, so we're going to have some.
Joe's unbelievable.
stories.
He's like got built-in GPS.
And he is the best storyteller.
Yeah. He knows. You'd think he'd live here all his life the way he knows these roads.
Yeah.
So it's exciting.
He said he's been here 7 times. It's amazing.
Yeah.
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 So,
He's got a great memory.
Yeah.
Great sense of direction, that's for sure.
Yeah. So, all right, great.
All right,
So
thanks.
we will pop back in at another time, and we're gonna go have breakfast. All right. So, yep. Follow, like, do the whole thing on Instagram. Sorry. Instagram's going to be as the day goes along. Like yesterday when I was on the ride, on our drive in, I would put up pictures. It's just easy. I'm trying not to do the editing thing because then you'll never get this. So yeah, let me see if I can. I don't know if I can do this. I'm going to try and pull it up. But the story from Mark. I know the guys are like, they're ready to roll when we get up. I'm going to try and pull up Mark's story.
Want anything from Perkins, Phil? Okay.
Oh yeah. Well, let me try to show Mark's thing, and if you can, just grab me an omelet with everything in it.
You're not still recording, right?
I am. I'm going to try and show Mark's story right now. If I can. Maybe I can't. I just woke up after a long ride. Okay, I'm going to do it from my phone that I transferred this morning. But anyway, I will post that later. So we're going to go have breakfast. So here's enough wine, I need more coffee. All right. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you soon. And comment on anything you want to see or hear about. And you have a great week.